I smell a rat here. They're betting on wrestling now. And the heavy money was all on Cody. What do you think? And
Yeah.
all of a sudden, Roman wins. I think we might need an investigation into that.
Let's get into WrestleMania 39, which the big talking point has to do with the end of night two after a months and months of building up Cody
Yep.
Rhodes to be the man to end the 945-day reign of Roman Reigns, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. Roman Reigns was able to defeat Cody Rhodes thanks to an assist from Solo Sikoa. It was undeniably a great matchup between the two men. You had the Usos getting involved, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. We'll talk about their match from night one, but it was a great match. It just feels like a lot of people were very disappointed by what was a flat finish to the show and to the journey and the story of Cody Rhodes becoming the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. What was your reaction, and what do you think about the reaction from the fans that are really been expressing disappointment due to this result?
Again, the story is never finished. If all of a sudden Cody comes out of nowhere, and it could have happened. You remember people were screaming to death about Sami Zayn in Montreal.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Even Meltzer and what's the other guy's name?
Alvarez.
Alvarez, they were saying, oh, what a great spot. And it was. I'm not taking anything away from what they said. But I think Cody, if you really think about it, I mean, this is an angle that they're really, really interested in. I don't think the interest is going to go away. I don't. And but for him to win it, now they got to restart. They got to reset the players. They got to reset it because it doesn't have that same edge to it if he had won. Now it still has the edge, and they're going to play off that. Remember, Triple H said it right. The story is never finished. But I smell a rat here. They're betting on wrestling now, and the heavy money was all on Cody. What do you think? And all of a sudden, Roman wins. I think we might need an investigation into that.
Well, they haven't completed their legalized betting in the United States. You can legally bet on it. I know on like DraftKings, different apps, but it's mostly in the UK that they can bet on it. I mean, that's a very interesting. I know there's some people that have said that with the conspiracy or questioning things, saying that this feels like a Vince McMahon decision to keep the title on Roman Reigns. I mean, you know me, Dutch. Since Cody won at the Royal Rumble, I've been one of the people on wrestling YouTube. I've been preaching that WWE probably is more concerned about the Roman getting to 1,000 days more than they are about satisfying the fans of Cody. And I also thought that the Cody story needed some adversity. It just felt too easy for everything that's happened with Cody.
And you're right. You are, dude.
He came back to WWE. He gets the big, return at WrestleMania 38. He beats Seth Rollins 3 times in a row. He's undefeated.
In a row.
He has the great moment at Hell in a Cell with the injury. He's out for 8 months. He comes back from injury in the Royal Rumble. He gets the number 30 spot in the Royal Rumble, and then he wins the whole thing. Then the whole build up to WrestleMania. Roman Reigns did nothing but just basically say nothing to the responses Cody Rhodes had. He made Cody Rhodes feel like it was like the biggest challenge of his whole reign. So it just didn't feel like the adversity that is all about Cody's story. Everything that we knew about Cody before he made his return to WWE is all about him overcoming stuff, is climbing up that hill and getting to the top and getting pushed back, but still getting back up. It just didn't have that. So I actually am one of the people that agree with the decision for Roman Reigns to win. I just feel that it could have been done better with how Solo Sikoa was thrown from ringside and then he comes back and he's the reason why Cody loses. It could have been done better.
Yeah, that was so you got to be very careful with a finish like that. You got to be very careful. Otherwise, I don't think they should have had and this may be worse, but they had 2 or 3 interference in that.
Yeah.
Should have called a DQ, but that is a flat finish, a DQ.
Yes.
So I would have had him almost have Roman going, and just one time, maybe the Usos come in there because he had him beat with his deal. I mean, I think there was a better way to do that. But, of course, I'm talking hindsight now. But you got to be very careful on big shows doing screw finishes. I'm going to go back when I booked Puerto Rico. I didn't do screw finishes. Basically, I put the baby faces over almost every night except for title matches. Then that's when I really worked like a layered finish. I would work one there. But most of the time, I'd leave the fans happy and let them go home happy. Because, and I say this all the time, if that doesn't work, you got 51 more weeks in the year to fix it and get it back on track. So, but great match, great setup, as the whole show was, I thought. But I think there might have been a better way to do that. And I do agree with you. I think the long-term money and the ratings, and because this is a TV business. People don't watch, you don't make no money. But I think it plays exactly as you said, with Roman still being the champion and going toward the 1,000 days. So, and that's a great story. Now, in Cody's defense, he comes back. Now he has to climb that mountain again. Because he's not just climbing the mountain for himself. He's climbing the mountain for Dusty too. So you're getting new fans and you're getting the older fans involved in the story because Dusty never made it up that mountain. But Cody wants to make it up for the family, and let's see what he does with it. It's a great story. And I preached this before, they've had patience. Patience to let it sit in. Now if somebody is talking about Cody Rhodes, now you associate him with struggle. He just didn't have it handed to him, even though he had and I brought this up the other day, the nepotism involved in Cody and Dustin, because their daddy was in it, and now they do have talent. That's what kept them around. But I think that Cody has how old is Cody? 37, 36?
I believe it's 36.
Okay. Well, he's still got a long time.
Yeah.
And I really liked his progress. I like the way he works. I like his interviews because there's no bullcrap to him. He speaks directly from the heart. And I think people understand that. And he did get a hell of a reaction when he came to that ring at WrestleMania.
Yes.
So 75,000 people, they don't get up and scream for nothing.
But do you think that
when I would go to the ring, they would get up and throw stuff. That's when I was a good guy. That's when I was babyface.
Do you think WWE can get Cody as hot as he was going into WrestleMania again if he is the guy that is going to, down the line, be the one to dethrone Roman Reigns? And do you think he is the guy that should dethrone Roman Reigns?
Well, he is now because they've done all this work. They've done all this backstory, all this, and I actually think the injury helped Cody because it took him out at a bad time when creative was all over the place. So him having the hurt shoulder removed him from that. So therefore he didn't get any of the flack from it, and he just coasted right through it. But I will say that was a terrible injury, and that he had to rehab from, and he came back. And yeah, I think he's hot. I don't know if he can get much hotter, but I guess he can because people cheer for the underdog, and they may just make him. I mean, the underdog city, and let's see where it takes him. And all this is done to Roman is make him hotter too, because I hadn't seen a heel that hot in WWE in years because they took their time with it. Remember, the story is never finished.
They've gotten him back to like just getting probably 100% of boos. For a little while there, he was getting the mixed reaction. There were some people that just, are starting to cheer him because he's so good at what he does, but they've gotten him back to 100% boos due to this law. So I do agree with you there.